Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 43 of Europa Universalis IV as France. We're not at war yet. The coalition's giving me a few sideways glances. I'm definitely having to keep my eye on them. We certainly need to make sure we keep our armies up and ready in case anything goes on. We are over our diplomatic relations slightly. It would be nice if we could try and pull one or two of them in. We should be able to get maybe Switzerland next is probably the one closest to us being able to get. They've been our vassal since 47. Oh yeah, so we could easily pull them in. We do have positive diplomatic reputation. We just don't have the sort of friendship level with them, but we are working on that at the moment. Let's go ahead and unpause the game. Castile has announced us as a rival. That's very, very interesting. Who are our rivals, actually? Not too bothered about the natives. That's fine. So currently, we are actually rivaling the Ottomans. Let's go ahead and cancel that rivalry. If we can, we should be able to. It's left click, isn't it? And we want to instead rival Castile, I think. Click to rival. Oh yeah, removing Ottomans as a rival will cost 100 diplomatic power. That is fine. And we want to go in there and rival Castile. Much better. We have a costly trade embargo because we're embargoing the Ottomans, which we no longer wish to do. So let's go ahead and we don't actually have a free diplomat at the moment. Let's go and recall this guy from Hainaut because we don't need him there. That'll only take 2 days. And we can revoke our embargo with the Ottomans. That will solve an issue there. Okay, so that's good. So we've now rivaled Castile. It was nice to try and keep Castile as an ally throughout this, but that's obviously going to be more and more difficult. They're not as big and stompy as they look, and obviously we can sort of try and head in towards their territory at a later date, so that's going to be fine. What about Navarra? How are things with these guys? Haven't looked at them for a while. They've been our vassal since 74. So we could possibly integrate Navarra. That might not be such a bad idea to do. Let's certainly go and start working on improving our relations, although our diplomat's not back yet. And try and improve relations with them as well. I mean, do I really want to take in Switzerland? It'd be nice to, because we would get these mountain provinces, which can be very, very useful for us. There is some provincial unrest. We've still got the potential that these Alsatian nationalists might pop, mainly due to Alsace having such a high revolt risk. As for the rest of them, they seem pretty far off, although they could pop. Where is Alsace? I never remember where any of these provinces are. Alsace is this one. We do have units in there. I think I'll move some more units in sort of close by just in case they do decide to pop. What's going on with the ships that we have down here? This is our trade fleet, which looks like it has all repaired. So let's select this fleet. Let's put them protecting trade. And where would be a good place for them? What about the English Channel? What would you be giving us there? I think the best one still looks like the Lubeck trade node. So let's go ahead and go home at war. And you can go and work the Lubeck trade node. I think they're both working the Lubeck trade node, actually. Protecting trade interests in Lubeck. Yeah, they're both working the Lubeck trade node. So we'll keep them doing that for now. Obviously, we're still working our way towards capturing some of this area up here. Hopefully, we can take some more of this away from Austria. The Papal State's opinion of France is changed by -30. Oh, well, never mind. We've got a trade dispute against Castile. Now, we do have to be careful because, like I said, there is a coalition against us. Are Castile in the coalition, actually? Who is in the coalition against us? Castile aren't in the coalition. Now, one thing that is being nice for us at the moment is the Holy Roman Empire is actually being ruled by Bohemia at the moment, not Austria. Now, that still doesn't mean that the HRE isn't a threat, because it always is, but it's always much more of a threat when Austria is in charge because they are big and stomping. We can't improve relations anymore with Brabant, so let's go ahead and recall diplomat. We would like to try and keep sucking up to Brandenburg if we can do. What is our improved relations with them currently? My improved relations is already 100 with Brandenburg, so I'll recall that guy instantly. I shouldn't have sent him there. These guys mainly are upset with us because of the aggressive expansion, the unlawful territory, and we dishonoured an alliance and refused to get in a war with them. I did actually want to... they deeply distrust me. The main reason oh, excuse me, voice breaking a little bit there. Friesland has entered into the military coalition against us. Oh well. The main reason I didn't get involved in the war with Brandenburg is because they were at war with the Commonwealth. And I think I'd sooner keep the Commonwealth on my side than Brandenburg, to be honest. Although Brandenburg can be quite stompy. Bohemia really dislikes me. That's never going to change because... aggressive expansion, unlawful territory. Although we don't have any improved relations with them at all. But, well, we can try. It's probably not Liege has entered the coalition against us. Hamburg has entered the coalition against us. So, a lot of these nations that we had peace treaty with are now starting to... those peace treaties are now starting to expire. And this means that the coalition can grow and grow. So as you can see, the coalition is actually getting quite big. It's pretty much most of Germany, really. So we are going to have to be really, really careful with that. So I'm going to try not to get into too many wars for a while. And obviously, of course, there are a couple of reasons. First of all, we don't want to end up... whittling away our forces only to be attacked. What are our colonists doing? All of our colonists are being used, but apparently I only have 2 colonies. So where are all my colonists? Oh, you're travelling somewhere, are you? You're still travelling to reach there. That's fine. So at least they are all busy. Guess I'll just let you guys kind of carry on, really. Not an awful lot else I can do there. What about our missioner? We've just had an advisor that's died there. We need to build more ships, so we need to have at least 75% of our force limit. So we'll get on and do that. We need a new admin advisor. We've actually got quite a few available here. Now, we are making relatively decent money, 30 ducats per turn. So we could go and get a more expensive admin advisor if we wanted to. Getting the one that gives us -3 national unrest would actually be really, really good. So let's go ahead and do that. That's going to solve a lot of our problems, at least temporarily. Let's get back over here. We want to build more ships. This should make some of the... because our national unrest is now -4.47. So that should certainly help slow some of these down considerably, although not completely. Some of them will go away. Now then, what was I looking at here? Ships. We are well below our force limit here. Let's go ahead and get some more light ships. And 10 lights. Let's just build these templates. We'll build the 10 lights and we will just get them all to form up in Normandy. And we'll just keep building them out. In fact, I think we can also go in there and... oh, natives, that's fine. We'll go ahead and build 2 lots of lights in there. Because lights will be very, very useful for protecting trade. We can also go ahead and get some more heavies, and we'll mothball them, and we'll get some more transports as well. So I think at the moment we actually have... we've got 20 heavies here, but no transports. And they'll certainly be useful if we decide to go to war against England, which we probably will at some point. So we can get +1 yearly prestige for... what's that, 4 years? Not a very long time. We'd lose 10 admin power, which is not a problem. We'd lose 107 ducats, or we can lose 5 prestige. Well, we don't have a lot of prestige, but what you've got to remember is that's +1 yearly prestige for 4 years. So we'd essentially be paying 107 ducats for 4 prestige. It's not worth it. I'll just lose the prestige. Did I just take it anyway? Yeah, I clicked the wrong button. I was just about to say, it's not worth it, we'll just take the -5, but I went ahead and hit it anyway. It's not the end of the world. We had the points to spend, but it's not really the best value offer around. Let's go ahead and, again, keep spending this papal influence in the hope that we can get some control over the papacy, which is probably unlikely. You see, England's got some pretty big navies around. What have they got here? Well, it's 55 lights, so that's all protecting trade. We could potentially go to war against England at some point. We still have 46 aggressive expansion against England, which is odd. I don't think England are in a coalition against us. Are they allied with Sweden? Are they in a coalition against us? Don't think they are, so we should be okay. They're currently at war against Russia, though. In the Russian purge of Swedish heresy. It's like it's all fun and games there. I'm surprised we haven't had any more colonial CBs pop off right now, which is quite strange. I'm going to keep that diplomat free because he may be handy. As soon as we get Switzerland up to a point where we have a chance of starting to integrate them, I think we will. And in fact, I might even rush that along by sending a small gift. So let's go ahead and do that. That puts them at 195. We'll give the military access to Naples. So we can lose 5 prestige for a 33% chance on gaining each one of the powers, or we can kill one of our... so who's this? Hubert de Ho? Is he one of our advisors? I'm guessing he probably is. No, who are you? Oh, well, let's do it. We'll see if we can get one of the points. We're losing a lot of prestige, but I'm sure we will go to war at some point. Let's go ahead and... royal marriage offer from Hesse. Military access from Naples. I thought I'd already accepted it. Let's go ahead to Switzerland, and we want to... Okay. We want to annex Vassal. We've got to wait until the 6th of September. That's fine. All the navies are starting to form up now. Now, we'll try not to send them all to the same place. Let's go ahead and start... Actually, should we be doing that? Just thinking about it. There was something there that I wanted to read and didn't, and I should consider doing that before I do this. So, let's just wait up a second. There's no rush. Yeah, opinion of other subjects changed by -30. Opinion change of other HRE members by -25. Although it's just opinion change, it's not actually aggressive expansion. And they don't really like us anyway, so yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. The coalition exists one way or another. I mean, it would be nice to wait for people to sort of peace out of the... and come out of the coalition. But that's probably not going to happen for quite some time. So, I shouldn't worry about that too much. Natives rising up again. How are we doing with these rebel uprisings? As you can see, most of them have actually now gone. And that's mainly due to the fact we've got such a massive negative negative national unrest. We've still got this problem with the Flemish nationalists, which, of course, if they rise up and we take them out, then... it sort of sorts things out for us. The Alsatian nationalists are actually well, they're not going away, but it's not as bad. Limburg. Limburg is up here, isn't it? Yep. So if we go ahead and we'll drop these units up there. It might reduce it a little bit for a while. We could build some buildings. Let's just have a look on techs, actually, and see how far we are off getting some techs. So, more native uprisings. Fantastic. Saying that, we just get the option for a tech. So... we're ahead of time on diplomatic tech, and we're ahead of time on militaristic tech, but we are slightly behind on admin, so we don't really want to spend any admin points if we can. But we can grab a new idea, and the idea that we can grab is actually one of our military ideas, which we probably should think about doing. We have finished defensive ideas, so we could go ahead and grab quality education, which is our... army morale recovery speed, plus 5%. Let's go ahead and grab that then. We'll unpause the game there. Now, I don't have any other diplomatic ideas that I can take right now, so we'll have to wait on that one. But because we do have some diplo points and nothing really useful to spend it on, what we should do... yeah, we're still having all these... religious reforms that I don't particularly like. What we could do is we could go ahead and build a few buildings that require Diplo power. So we can go ahead and get things like docks. Got another cardinal. Where don't we have docks? There's quite a few places we don't have docks. We should have docks everywhere, really. The docks basically give us more trade power, so they are worth having. So they do increase local ship repair, so it's worth having docks because it allows you to repair your ships more quickly. And there are a lot of people that tend not to bother with docks because they sort of go, well, if I'm not repairing ships in every province, what's the point of having a dock in every province? Well, it increases trade power, so it is still worth having it. So that spent a little bit of our Diplo power, not an awful lot of it. Spent most of our money, though. We've still got a decent amount coming in. We do still have some ships building. We'll wait until most of them have all gathered together before we send them out, because we were building a double fleet, and we'll send them to probably patrol one of the other trade nodes, see if we can get a little bit of extra that way. We are very, very slow on the annexation of Switzerland, but at least it will get us from being above our diplomatic relations. Not that being above our diplomatic relations is that bad of a thing at the moment, simply because we've got plenty of Diplo points anyway. It would be nice to carry on trying to suck up to... Gelra has left the military coalition. Let's see if we can improve relations with Brandenburg and get them positive. It would be nice if we could. Can we afford to get one more dock? Because I think there's only one province that we don't have one in. So that should be a dock everywhere. And are we building one here? Oh, it's because a missionary's working there. So there is another place that we don't have a dock. But that's absolutely fine. So I'm not worried about that too much. Heretics of Picardy have been converted. That is fine. So we'll go ahead. As you can see now, we're getting a lot of places that are flipping over to Protestant, and there's very, very little that we can do about that. Limburg really isn't going to like it if we try and convert them. There's already a very good chance that they could rebel, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. We could, of course, change our faith to Protestant. That certainly make things a little bit interesting. Let's have a look at the religious map, actually. I haven't done that for quite some time. So, as you can see, everything that's yellow is Catholic. Everything that is dark blue is Protestant. So, all of the dark blue with the yellow cross-hatching on, these are countries or provinces that should be Catholic, but are currently Protestant. And that's mainly because you've got these centres of Reformation that are around, and this is actually causing the Protestantism to spread. So we've got a Protestant centre of Reformation there. The religion here is being converted by the nearby centre of Reformation. This one is Reformed. Reformed is the lighter blue. There aren't going to be many Reformed nations around. Obviously, Switzerland is going to be one of them, but we can sort of flip them over. There's also a Protestant centre of Reformation here as well, and there's a Protestant centre of Reformation over here in England. So it might actually be in our best interests in the long run to switch over to Protestant. I will try and hang on as long as possible, mainly because, of course, we want to try and stay friendly with the Commonwealth, even though bits of the Commonwealth are having some trouble. But staying the same religion as the Commonwealth will help a little bit. Now, there's not much we can do with Brandenburg as far as improved relations go, because we are maxed out with Brandenburg on improved relations. So we will recall that diplomat, even though I've already done it. I very much doubt that they would accept... Oh, they would accept an alliance. Let's go ahead and do that then. So that helps. We've got an alliance with them. Do we have... we've already got a royal marriage with them, so that won't be too bad. The Dishonoured Alliance and the Aggressive Expansion, and it'll all go away bit by bit, so it won't be too bad. Improved Relations going away by -3p here, because they really don't like me at the moment. They distrust me deeply. They probably still do. Oh, we deeply distrust them. And they deeply distrust us. That's fine. I wonder if they'd be willing to transfer trade power. Apparently they would. Not much of it. But they would be willing to transfer some. Which means they're less likely to declare war on me. Which is very, very good. We can probably now go ahead and build that one last dock. So let's go ahead and do that. Ships are still being built. How are things coming on with these rebel uprisings? About 1.8 years and about 4.3 years for that one. Alsace down to 4%. Limburg at the full 10%. Not an awful lot that I can do there. We could try and boost stability. But bear in mind, we are actually slightly behind on the admin tech at the moment. What is our national focus? We're currently focused on military. I'm not sure if we need to be. I think we can only change it every 25 years, though. So we've got another 3 years before we can change that. Nouvelle Flanders, well, we can give them an extra +5 tariff value. It'll be fine. That's not a problem. So how are we doing with these ships over here? Let's deselect the heavies. We've got these ones. Let's group them together. Recall diplomat from you. So we want the lights. We're going to select them. You're going to go home at war. Protect trade in... Do we want the North Sea? Tunis. Chesapeake Bay. Could be good. The Caribbean. Where's the English Channel? I've already gone past it. English Channel, not a great amount. Genoa. Genoa could be quite good. Go ahead and protect trade in the Genoan trade route. Still not making a huge deal of bank right here. Truces will expire in 95 for Cologne, Frankfurt, Hesse. Very good chance that they might join the coalition, although Hesse actually likes us. Hainaut is this one. We were at one point sucking up with these guys. Let's go ahead and... they are actually a vassal, so let's go ahead and make sure they're royal married. Lose 10 army tradition. Well, that's not a good thing to have. We want to carry on improving relations with these guys as well. So we will wait until the 26th of February when we'll be able to do that. Let's go ahead and improve relations. And that is about all we have time for on this video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Europa Universalis IV. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.